Rise up, GG Nation, cause it's time for Guidance Guy Friday. Your weekly guidance lesson from your internet school counselor. Last week, we talked sports, then Disney and anime before that. But today, let's talk Batman, the Guardian of Gotham, one of the biggest names in DC Comics, the original billionaire playboy philanthropist. Hey, no shade on you, Tony. But it's just facts, bro. Batman is a character that embodies resilience and then uses that determination to body his enemies. Except in these movies where he just straight up kills people? Nah, that's not how he rolls. Hashtag not my Batman. And this guy has made it out of some insane situations. Being buried alive, fighting Superman, and even taking on the Hulk? Yeah, that's the thing that happened. But what if I told you that there's a story where the Bat was so broken that not even he thought he could recover? Stay tuned. Let's go! It's guidance time! So before we go deep into the Batverse, let's review resilience real quick. Remember that resilience is the ability to bounce back from hard times. And the 3 ways to be resilient is to block out the haters, be creative, and never give up. And as we go through this video, look for where you think the Caped Crusader used these 3 tips. Also, while you're here, smack that subscribe button and throw a batarang to like this video. And also, spoiler alert for The Dark Knight Rises, just in case you have it on your watch list on HBO Max. And yes, I know it's called Max, I just don't care. The name is dumb, and they shouldn't have changed it. In DKR, our man Bruce is not in a good place. He's still mourning the death of his childhood friend from the last movie, and he's taking it so hard that he's now out of shape and even giving up the whole Batman gig. But when a group of criminals start framing him for crimes he didn't commit, he puts on the cowl once again to take those punks down. But there's one problem. The mastermind behind these string of lies, Bane, is bigger and stronger than our washed hero. The Bat gives it his all, but he ultimately gets wrecked by Bane. And when I say wrecked, I mean that Bane breaks his back.
Oh, your buddy!
Oh, you heard that crack, right? That's just, Listen, I can't even watch those chiropractic videos.
Drop the head over.
Ugh, it's just too much for me. I felt that. B-Man then gets flown over to the Middle East and literally thrown into a pit that goes miles into the ground and is left to rot while Bane pretty much takes over Gotham. Now, this is one of the lowest points that Batman has ever been at. He's broken, both in body and spirit. His city's being taken over by someone who talks like this. I don't know why they chose that voice. It's just ridiculous. And he's stuck in a pit in the middle of the desert where everyone keeps telling him that pretty much no one gets out of there alive. It really doesn't get any worse than that. And yet, even in his lowest moment, the spirit of the Bat still lives in Bruce Wayne.
Torture. Yes. But not of your body. Of your soul.
So the world's greatest detective just got the world's biggest beatdown and has been left in the pit to watch as Bane tries to burn Gotham to the ground. So what does he do next? Well, he's Batman. So what do you think he does? He doesn't give up and he tries to get his back right. But the way he does it though? Okay, look, just to be sure we all understand, this doesn't work in real life. Doing this to someone else's broken back will definitely make it worse, okay? But movie logic aside, Bruce is able to stand and walk again, and then he spends the next 5 months getting physically ready to get back into action. He's doing the push-ups, the sit-ups, the whole thing. But B-Man isn't just doing this just to get back to Gotham, because there's something he needs to do first. Climb out of the pit! And even though he has all the skill and ability to do the job, his body isn't there yet. So he gets back into shape, gets his body and his mind ready for the climb. And as he finally gets ready to do it, all the inmates from the pit are cheering him on. They want to see someone finally get out of there. And when he begins that climb, and he climbs and he climbs, you wonder if he's actually going to make it. But, true to the title, The Dark Knight rises from the depths of the pit. And where does he go from there? Back to Gotham, of course. He returns to a city on the verge of falling apart due to all the violence that Bane started. And oh yeah, there's a nuclear bomb in the city that's gonna go off. So Batman goes to work. He takes on the masked man, takes him down, stops the bomb, and is able to retire as Bruce Wayne, knowing that at long last, Gotham is safe. And this movie is insane. All the twists and turns that happen, and of course the action is always a blast. But in the fireworks show that is The Dark Knight Rises, let's not forget about the journey that Batman went on to bring said fireworks. If Mount Rushmore had superheroes instead of presidents, Batman would for sure be up on there. And perhaps the craziest thing about him is the simple fact that he has no powers.
What are your superpowers again? I'm rich.
No bruh, that's not a power. Nice try though. But even though he has no super strength or the ability to fly, the Caped Crusader does have one trait that's pretty much his super ability. And it's something that we can all use too. Resilience is a superpower. In a lot of ways, Bruce Wayne is a lot like us. He wasn't born on an alien planet, he doesn't have a magic ring, or can run so fast that he can go back in time. But then again, neither can us. But that's what makes him a boss. He's taken on everything from insane clowns, unstoppable monsters, and borderline gods, and he's not even walking into those battles with broken OP powers. Nah, he's got nothing but his wits, body, and will, and of course, his determination. We take it for granted, but Bruce didn't have to become a crime-fighting guy in a batsuit. He could have just used his money to make up for his missing parents, or given up on life and wallow in misery. But he didn't. He got creative in how he could carry on his parents' legacy. He blocked out the haters when people thought he was the bad guy, and even when facing Mr. Freeze, Bane, or a world ender like Darkseid, he never gave up. Batman made his choice, and we have the same decision to make. When difficulties come, are we going to give up and lay down? Or are we going to pick ourselves up and rise again? Welcome back to the Character Corner, where a new month means a new character trait. This month we'll be looking into self-awareness and self-management. Both of these words are kind of hard to take on at once, so let's do self-awareness first. What is self-awareness anyway? Self-awareness is knowing what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Occasionally, I'll ask a student why they did a thing, and they'll come back at me with, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Someone with self-awareness will not just know what they did, but the reason why they did it. And when it comes to their feelings, they know what makes them happy, scared, sad, or whatever. Want to know if you have self-awareness? Well, come back next week and find out. But for now, it's time for you to return to the classroom. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to officially join the GG Nation. Until next time, GG Nation, Guidance Guy out.